Sip Girish Ananda. Sip Rumataji. Sip Saroja. Sip Vinayak, Sip Rajendra, Sip Bliss, Sip Krishna, Sip Sukeshni, Sip Parvatiyama. And many I can't see. Sip Samatma, Sip Anand Kiko, Sip Hitkari, Sip Tina, Sip Gigi, Sip Anand, Sip Ashish, Sip Ahem, Sip Sachin, Sip Sonu, Sip Premchand, Sip Atmatre, Sip Siva, Sip Karan, Sip Sagai, Sip Laveen, Sip Sarla, Sip Lawrence, Sip Bliko, Sip Chidanand, Sip Lakshmi, and Sip Nitai, Sip Rutanu, and many more on the call. Not sure if I can see you all, but these are the ones I can see. So that is the open session we've had, because yesterday we had so many questions and we couldn't cover. So we decided we'll have an open session. And Surinder, good starting the session. We've come the beginning. I can give you as much time as you want. And Venkat. So, yes, please.
Yeah, Shivoham.
Shivoham.
Yeah, yesterday I'd asked this question, so I just wanted to rephrase that question.
Yes.
Basically, we already know that we are not the body, we are not the mind, we are not the ego.
Yes.
For me, personally, it is not yet synced inside me. So, how to implement this in our day-to-day activities?
Knowledge has to become a realization. It's like you put water in the fridge. Is the water already iced or it's still water?
Still water.
If you keep it under 0 degrees for some time, after some time,
yeah, it will become ice.
It will become crystallized.
Okay.
So realization is the process of crystallization. Realization is the process where the knowledge in your head has to be crystallized. And that needs, for example, what does water need to be crystallized for ice? What does water need?
Yeah, it needs to be cold, very cold, so that it gets crystallized.
Below 0 degrees.
Below freezing. Yes, yes.
When does rain become snow? Do you know when does rain become snow? Is it magic?
The freezing point.
Yeah, very good. When the point of temperature, if you go to Kashmir, it's raining. Suddenly they say, pack ho gaya, pack ho gaya. Pack ho gaya means the whole entire clouds, the temperature has dropped to 0 degrees. Then the water doesn't come as water, it becomes snow. So it is a process of having the right master to guide you. It is a process of being in silence. It is a process of transcending the mind and the ego. It is the right knowledge. 3 or 4 aspects. Just like saying, if I want to make a cup of tea, if I take a cup of tea, if I keep on boiling water from 3 days, will it become tea?
No. You need to add milk.
You have to milk. If you keep on boiling milk and water, will it become tea?
No, milk and tea you need to add.
You have to add some tea leaves. If you don't want, if you want it to be sweet, little bit of sugar. So like that, there's a process. I hope what I'm talking to makes sense to you. So there's a process, Surinder. And if we follow, I'm asking, some people say, chai banana nahi aata. I just don't know to make tea. What's the problem? Is it because of some bad luck?
No, he has not tried it.
He has not tried it. He has not learned how to make tea properly. Either some people are there. Okay. They try to make tea from cold water. Have you tried? Can you make tea from cold water?
No.
With the tea bag, if you put a tea bag, if you put tea bag in cold water, will it become tea?
No.
No. Even to make iced tea, they have to make the water hot.
Okay.
Mix the tea leaf, then put the ice. I'm just giving you some irrelevant examples, but they're all relevant if you are keen on the journey of enlightenment. So what does it mean, Surinder, for you? It means that you can get enlightenment or you can't?
I can. I should be getting enlightenment.
What must you do?
Be in silence for some time in the morning, basically meditate and try to calm your mind. These 2 things I can do, but what are the other things that I should be doing?
Come on Zoom call.
Yeah, that I'm coming.
If you don't come on, ask questions. Like, for example, yesterday you asked question at the wrong time. Would it have any use of was that question of any use to you yesterday?
No, no.
But today did you get good answers?
Yes.
What was the difference? Yesterday you asked at the wrong time. Today you asked at the right time.
Sure, sure. Okay.
Thank you, Surinder.
Thanks.
Venkat.
Hello, Shivom, everyone. Shivom.
Yes, Venkat.
My question is kind of little extended from what the previous person has asked. See, when we're trying to tell ourselves, I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the intellect, I'm not the ego. Then who is the one who wants to get enlightened? Who is the one who is who needs to get enlightened? That is my first question. Second is, even after all these things I'm saying, okay, I'm not the mind, I'm not the body, I'm not this thing, but still, see, like yesterday I attended the call, I started thinking whatever you said, whatever answers you gave to others, my mind was going. But then at a certain point of a time in a day, sometimes I feel the mind is so powerful. It attacks you with so many things at the same time. It keeps me reminding of the betrayal I had in the past, or the people currently who are not nice to me. I keep saying, doesn't matter, it's all karma. I keep telling to my mind. Then my question, who is saying to who? His mind is telling to itself that, oh, everything happened for the good. It's like thief catching itself, something like that. So that is kind of confusing me.
You're getting confused because you're opening the door to the mind. The possibility of confusion is only in mind state. In consciousness, there is no confusion. So if the more and more you come into consciousness, the more and more the mind will be locked outside. Now let me explain to you, step by step. Who's asking me the question? It's like saying, when you're driving the car, must be driving the car in the USA, sure.
Yes, yes.
So is that seat the car? If you remove the seat, it will become a car?
No.
What about the steering wheel? If you remove the steering wheel, it becomes a car?
No.
Okay, let's remove the engine and you sit on the engine, it becomes a car?
No.
What about the wheels? You take out the wheels and sit on the wheel, it becomes a car?
It will not become a car, but car will become useless.
No, the question is, what makes the car? The car is made up of the engine, the bonnet, the wheel,
everything,
the carburetor.
everything together, yeah.
So what makes up Venkat? Venkat is not just a name. Venkat is a body. The body has a mind. The mind has ego. There's ego. There's also an intellect. There's an intelligence. There's a soul that gives it power. This is called the Jeev Atma. This is called the human being. Up to now, it's okay?
Yeah.
No confusion?
Yes.
So who is trying to get enlightened? Is it the body or mind or eyes or nose, or it is Venkat, the human being?
That I'm not sure. Like, is the mind wants to get enlightened or the intellect wants to get enlightened? Because intellect is telling mind what is right, what is wrong.
Again, you're asking, is the wheel the car or the driver is steering the car?
Okay. So maybe the soul which you're talking, which is giving a power.
You as Venkat, which is made up of body, mind, soul, ego.
Everything together is trying to enlighten.
You're a composite human. You are a composite human being named Venkat. Is this point clear?
Yes, that is clear.
If Venkat wants to be enlightened, it's the same as Nitai wants to be enlightened, or Nitai is a different guy?
Nitai is a different guy.
So if the car that you're driving is different from the motorcycle that you're driving, they're two separate vehicles.
Right.
Now this guy called Venkat, who thinks I am Venkat, I am now an Indian settled in America, I am a technology guy, I am this. This is all what you think you are.
But that is in mind, right, sir?
Not only in mind, that is the reality of life.
Right. Okay.
The reality of life. If you go to US Customs Immigration and you tell them I'm the Atma in Venkat, what they will do?
No.
They'll put you behind bars. They will put you behind. They will put you in jail.
Right.
If you tell them I am not this body, I am not this mind, the man that immigration officer will tell you better put this guy inside. There's something wrong with this guy, man.
Right.
So you are the body, mind, ego, soul. You are the composite.
Right.
Who wants to get enlightened? What is enlightenment? Enlightenment is the realization that I'm not Venkat. Enlightenment is realization. Is Venkat who thinks is Venkat, only thinks is Venkat, but in reality it's not Venkat. He appears to be Venkat. He's different from Nitai. He's different from Donald Trump. He's different from Obama. He is different. Although all these guys are Americans and I'm also living in America. But this guy, Venkat, wants enlightenment, not Donald Trump.
Yes.
Now Venkat wants enlightenment. What Venkat wants to realize, who am I in reality? I appear to be Venkat. I appear to be having this look. This in my photograph, I can make out the difference between me and Joe Biden. If I look, I can make out who's Venkat and who's Joe Biden.
Right.
Now this guy called Venkat, who appears to be Venkat in the mirror, wants to know, who am I? Am I this body? No, this body will die. Am I the mind? There is no mind. Where is the mind? You can't find the mind. Am I the ego? That's I. Who's this ego? Damn it, ego. Then Venkat comes to realize that in my real sense is I am Atma, I am soul. It is just like, now let me give you an example and you pay attention to this, what I'm talking now.
Yeah.
If a ring is trying to ask, what am I? The ring is nothing but gold made into a shape of a ring. So what is the ring
Yes.
actually? Is it a ring or is it gold?
In a true sense, it's a gold.
It appears to be, if you remove the gold,
It
what's
appears
there?
to be a ring. Yeah.
If
Does
you
not-
remove the gold from the ring,
Nothing will be there.
if you remove the water from the wave,
It will. Yeah. You cannot actually. Right. It is water.
if you remove the clay from the pot,
Yeah. It will be clay. It will be mud. Right.
no,
So
if
yeah.
you remove the clay, there is no pot.
No, there's no pot. Right.
This is enlightenment. If you remove the soul from Venkat will disappear.
Right.
Venkat will die. The moment Venkat dies, the whole body will collapse, air will go out, water will evaporate, the space will shrink, the fire in you will go, the mud will become, you will become one katora of mud.
So when we get enlightened, do the body, mind, ego exist, or it exists but it realizes it's not me, or it still exists?
It exists. The ring exists, but the ring comes to know I am gold. The wave exists, but the wave comes to know I am only the ocean. I am the water.
So appearance will remain, but in the deep down, it will know I am not this.
You will get realization. You will get the realization, Arey yaar, I am not this Venkat guy, yaar. My name is Venkat. My name is Venkat, but I am not Venkat. I am the Atma. If you remove the gold, there's no ring. If you remove Atma, what happens to Venkat? Will Venkat still walk and talk?
Right. So one more question. Yeah, go ahead. So
if you take a leaf and the soul leaves the leaf is on the ground. How long the leaf will remain or it will disappear? It will merge into the nature.
Yeah, nature, right.
Like that.
So to reach to that state, I know you saying like we should contemplate, we should do the Shravana, Manana, Nidhyadhyasana. But in a real life situation, when व्यवहार में बोलते हैं ना, when we have to behave with people, are we supposed to ignore a lot of things like hurt and everything like that? We are supposed to ignore that.
Example. Let's give you an example.
For example, somebody to whom I have done something good, but they come back and backstab me or something like that. Should I ignore that hurt, or should I react or not react to it?
If you're watching a movie and the actor in the stage spits at you, you will go to the screen and kick that fellow?
No.
It's just a drama, man. That fellow. Suppose you're sitting in the stage and somebody tells you, "Tum sara chor." Somebody looks at you and says like that. Are you going to get up and hit him?
So to reach this state of enlightenment, we have to start looking this thing as a movie and ignore things. That is your kind of an advice.
Venkat, in fact, we are going to have a beautiful topic, I think Saturday or Monday. Why be enlightened? One of the next topics was supposed to be today. I think we have pushed it to Saturday or Monday. Why be enlightened? What is the benefit? Why be enlightened? Oh, there are many benefits. So as long as you live as
actually this question I asked my wife. I was talking to about this thing, right? And she says like, why should we get enlightened? Why we should not get another birth? सब कुछ तो इतना अच्छा है, हमको क्यों अगला जन्म नहीं लेना चाहिए?
बहुत लोग समझता है.
I told her, how do you know you're going to get the same kind of luxury what you're having now? Every time you're not going to get it. Some people are not happy, I told her. What happened to them? So I don't know. She asked that question. So I guess you're coming to that thing, right? Yeah.
You will only ask that question when you don't realize that you are God. You will only ask the question when you don't realize who you truly are.
Mm.
It's just like a millionaire asking why am I not in the slum, yeah? Should I not be better? The slum guys are having a great time while dancing in the rain. I want to leave my palace. I want to go live in the slum. Will a millionaire say that?
Mm.
Never.
No.
Yeah, because the guy is a millionaire. He knows the difference between what is the millionaire and what is slum.
Right.
The people who are not enlightened don't know. Your wife doesn't know, so she's even thinking. The people who are enlightened know, oh my God, I better not I better be free from this tamasha called life.
Mm. Right.
Because what the Buddha said, this samsara is dukkha. Dukkha means now my mother is in the hospital. My mother is 85 years old. She has a fused hip bone. She has a pinched backbone. She is taking MRI. She's taking injections in the backbone and the hip. Come on. Who doesn't experience all this pain in the body?
Yeah. Mm. Maybe I think the current life peoples are they're having some सब कुछ बड़ा घर है ये है गाड़ी है ये है तो उनको ऐसा लगता है कि this will continue but I think they have to realize this will never continue.
No. See, even if it continues now, is it not true that they are living with pain of the body, misery of the mind, agony of the ego? Don't you
Right.
see your wife getting angry? Don't you feel
Yeah.
your wife getting miserable, fighting with you, getting into
Yeah.
unnecessary arguments?
Yeah. It
Happens or not? Then,
happens.
then that's not blissful. No? Enlightened people won't get into that.
Oh, okay.
Enlightened people will laugh.
Hmm. So as you said, that point I really like it. See it as a movie. Everything जो भी हो रहा है एक movie जैसा है, drama हो रहा है.
And honestly, that's why are the people in this call coming from 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years? Not because it's a good movie and they're having fun every evening for 1 hour.
Hmm.
No, people are coming on this call because their life is being transformed. There are many people
Right.
on this call whose life has improved and improved and improved.
Hmm.
So once you start feeling the taste of enlightenment, oh, you'll feel so good.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I got my answer. Thank you. Thank you for giving that
So
so much
again,
time
thank
to
you
me.
for starting early. When you start the question early, I'm able to give you full
Yeah, I
quality
know.
quality time in your answer.
Right. Yeah.
Nitai, next, all three guys who promised to come in time, Venkat, Nitai, and who started? Surinder. All three were end of the call yesterday, and they're bang on the call this evening. Fantastic. I'm grateful to you guys. Yes, Nitai.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam.
I am grateful to you. I am just thinking aloud. Let's say, I wanted to think, why is it that you put so much emphasis on coming to Zoom call? If the Zoom company goes bankrupt tomorrow, there goes my enlightenment.
No, we'll start Google. We'll do Google call, or we will do something else. We will do Microsoft call. We will have some call.
Okay.
We are not promoting Zoom as a company.
Okay, but I was thinking that maybe you are having with your guru the same kind of satsang.
I
And this is the
I wish I had. I used to go and desperately meet my guru. Sometimes, you guys, what do you have to do? Did to come on the Zoom call? 8 o'clock, you just have to touch the button.
yeah.
Sometime I would go outside my guru's room at 9 o'clock in the morning and wait to meet him till 10 o'clock in the night. I would wait 13 hours. And after 13 hours, he would meet me and say, I'm really sorry. I wanted to meet you, but I'm not feeling well today. Can we meet for breakfast tomorrow morning?
So that wait actually means something, right? You had
Yeah,
that much of
that
want
mumukshu,
in you.
that longing,
Yes.
the longing, the love and longing for my master, the love and longing for the liberation, the love and longing for God, the love and longing for the purpose of life. Oh, there was a deep passion in me. I find if anybody in this call has that deep passion, they will be enlightened.
So even after that, after meeting your Guruji, then he sent you out for the talash.
Yes.
Away from it. So I was thinking that this Zoom call is your modern version of satsang. Then what would be the modern version of self-contemplation or talash, a trip away from?
So modern version of talash would be, when did you last go for a holiday?
A month back in July
Can I ask you where you went? No more
to
questions
Canada.
except where you went.
To Canada.
Okay, so you went to Canada. So obviously, wherever you went to Canada, it must have been 2 days, 4 days, 8 days, 10, 12, 15 days, 20 days. You went to Canada, you went to Vancouver, you went to Toronto, you went to, what's the name of that fast food joint, and you had coffee. What's the name?
Tim Horton.
Okay. Yeah, Tim Hortons. So you had the famous coffee in Tim Hortons. So I'm saying that is your holiday to Canada. Talash is a 2 week break where you go into nothingness. You go into the question and say, what am I doing? Who am I, Nitai? What is the purpose of my life? What is happening with my relationship? What is happening to my financial status? Am I happy? One day, if I will die, then what will happen to this body? Will I come back? Is there something called rebirth? What about my karma? You don't need 10 minutes for that. You need 2 weeks for that. If not 2 weeks, you need 4 days, 5 days, at least 4 or 5 days. You need some quality time
By myself.
by yourself. And no, even if somebody is with you, if that person with you and you're thinking, oh, what will happen if I die? And somebody tells you, let's go to Tim Hortons. Come on, Nitai. What are you going to do?
I have to go.
That's the problem when you are not in the talash. When you're in the talash, you switch off. There's nobody. There's nobody will tell you get up from bed. Then nobody will tell you to eat breakfast. Nobody will tell you eat lunch. Nobody will tell you it's time to sleep. You will
I
just.
guess I have to wait for retirement to get.
If that is it, that is it. I don't know. But I'm telling you, see, is there a chance of you getting enlightened without talash? Maybe. I can't promise. Because that means what? Don't mind me telling you. That means everything else in your life is your priority more important than your enlightenment. The Zoom call is priority. So you're coming for the Zoom call every day, right? But
Yes.
is your enlightenment the priority of your life?
It is a priority, but even the Zoom call, if there is a competing meeting at the same time, I would
I
have
know.
to skip someday.
I know.
And
So then,
if my kid is calling me to take him somewhere, I would have to skip someday.
I know.
And
I know. That's why, just my dear friend Nitai, enlightenment is not an easy subject. It's not for everybody. It's not so easy. I'm telling you, I feel grateful that I awakened. I feel so grateful. What would happen if I was not awakened? I can't even, I feel aghast. I feel, oh my God, I feel so disturbed if the thought comes to me, what if I was not awakened? I would just be like a machine. I was like a machine, working like a machine, living like a machine.
and when you were before, by the way, we in 2 days we are coming to 10 years of your enlightenment.
I never thought of that. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
In
And
2 days.
before that, you were in that circle of people who are very successful in the
Business.
earthly sense.
Yeah.
Yes. And how was your circle of
Oh,
friends?
but that circle is just as it is now. Right now, you ask Ashish. Ashish is on the call, and she's saying we are all going to Montenegro for a retreat, and we are going to Croatia and Montenegro. Yeah, but I was like that, and all the time we were going. There were parties, and there was drinks, and there were eating, and there was. Of course, I was vegetarian, but people would all the time be talking about which is the new wine that has come from south of France or from New Zealand, and what is the imported lobster from Australia. This was the kind of conversation.
I have to say it's very commendable how dedicated you are to the Zoom call. I miss, but you never miss.
Okay. So yeah, see, because if you start tasting, when you start tasting the maza, the beauty of the Zoom call, then I know there are people who don't miss this call at all because they have made it like that. So a time will come, Nitai. A time will come when it will become very compelling. You'll tell your son, give me 1 hour, I'll take you. I'll get you an extra ice cream, but give me 1 hour. A time will come. When a meeting is there, you'll tell the meeting guys, I have got a very pre-scheduled meeting. Can we do it 1 hour before or 1 hour later? A time will come. If you can, if sometimes it's boss driven time or not your driven time, then you can't do it. Somebody else calls the shots, then you can't do it. Okay, anything else? Otherwise, I'm moving to Meenakshi.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Good. Meenakshi. See, so when
Good
people
evening,
come
sir.
with a lot of dedication in the beginning of a call and ask questions, there's so much fulfillment. Meenakshi, bolo.
Good evening, sir. Shubham.
Good evening. Bolo.
Sir, I have a question on the celebration of death, which
Ah.
we were talking day before yesterday. So, I was thinking like that, as we are not enlightened yet, I am not enlightened yet. So, I am asking some more time that if I'm ready, otherwise I'm ready. If death has to come, it can come. But as I am not enlightened and I have not realized the God yet, so if I'm in back of my mind, I am saying that some more time I require because I have not realized God. So what is that? Like that is I am
Very
ready
good.
for the celebration of death, or
It's a very good thing to tell Prabhu, I'm not yet ready for death. Prabhu, I am not yet ready. I want you. Prabhu, I am not ready. Perfectly okay.
okay.
So
No problem
because
in that.
Prabhu, I want to attain you. I am not yet ready. Don't stop me. Don't abruptly close my life. I want to attain you. That's my goal. And if that's your goal, then you will attain and you will be alive and you will make death a celebration later. If that is your attitude, if that is your seeking, if that is your jigyasa, if that is your mumukshu, it will happen.
Okay,
Done?
got it. So one
Ashish.
more question I have.
Yes,
Uh,
bolo.
so in 11 stages of the mind, which you described some days ago, there was second or third step. I think it was consciousness. We say when we are in consciousness, there is no more thing required. Like we are in that state of mind where uh, we are aware of every thought. We are aware of how. I want to know how the other steps are required, or the other steps are mandatory after the consciousness. Why is that required?
You're
If
talking
we are
about
in consciousness,
those
then
11 steps how to kill the mind that does not exist, right? So first you
ah,
become aware of the mind. You become aware the mind is bombarding you with thoughts. And you flip from mind to consciousness,
yes,
means you stop. You say, hello. Let me give you example of today. I found my mind is controlling my head. When I look at my head, I find the mind is fully occupying my head. So I became aware. I flipped from mind to consciousness. I still the mind. I say, hello, slowly. I separate the mind. I say, why are you trying to create this? Why are you trying to create this rubbish mood inside my head? Why are you creating this stink? You still it, you separate it, then you snatch it.
no,
Then,
but after consciousness, why all these required? Because we are
because
already in that.
because the mind is not going to keep quiet, the mind is going to continue attacking you.
It's going to otherwise also it will be coming back now. If we
If you
are
are in consciousness, will the mind stop bombarding thoughts, or it will still send you the toxic thoughts one by one?
but after clearing 11 steps also it will again come.
No. After clearing 11 steps, you're over, right? We said, what did we say? After still, separate, snatch, and stop, crop, chop. Then what did we say? After aware, we said awaken. Right? Awaken the consciousness. And then become a monk. Or flip, was it? Who remembers the 11 points? After awaken, who's the master? Have it here. After we awaken, we become a monk. Then we flip from negative to positive. We become a yogi, and then we lock the door. Raji wants to say, yes, Raji, unmute Raji. Yes, Raji. Raji will give us the order. Yes, Raji.
Yes. Activate the intellect, be in monk. Then third is be in monk, then yoga. No, fill with positive, then yoga, then last is lock the door.
Beautiful. Activate the intellect. I was only missing one point. First, you become aware of the mind. Right? After becoming aware, so I hope you're understanding, Meenakshi, that when you activate the intellect, you become a monk, cut the tail of the monkey, you fill with positive, you be in yoga and lock the mind. Once you lock the mind, then over, no, Meenakshi? Once you lock the mind, anything else to do?
But monk, we say becoming a monk. Monk also gets the mind again. The mind comes to monk's mind. To a yogi also, mind comes back. Then we say lock the door. Lock the door, I'm not sure. But till the stage of yogi, I think after yogi also the mind comes in between again and again. You are enlightened, but the mind comes some moment of time.
But if you lock the door?
So I lock the door and okay.
So Meenakshi, what is the moral of the story? I may give you 11 steps, but my 11 steps also are very limited. I'm incapable of giving you a more perfect answer. But these 11 steps are just to help you to kill that rascal mind, to destroy the rascal mind, which does not exist. Ultimately,
I
it is
actually
so
thought
powerful.
consciousness must be the last step.
Huh?
I actually thought that way, that consciousness should be the last step.
No. Consciousness is not the last step.
whenever
No. Consciousness is only the one of the first steps. Become aware, and after becoming aware, you flip, right? You flip from mind to consciousness. Correct?
flip.
Raji is correct, right? I hope after becoming aware, you flip from mind to consciousness. AF, AFSSSS, AMFYL, AFSSSS, AMFYL. Okay, good.
Okay, I will contemplate again, but still I am having that way. Consciousness should be.
No, it was very simple. Even when you lock the door, the mind will still knock. The mind will still knock. But don't open the door. You lock the door. How you lock the door if you're a yogi? How you lock the door if you're a monk? How you lock the door if you fill with positive? How you lock the door if you activate intellect? How you lock the door if you are aware? How you will lock the door if you are flip to consciousness? How you will lock the door if you still it, separate it, snatch it, and stop it? All these steps lead finally to lock the door.
Okay. Got it.
It's just like saying,
Thank
it's
you.
just like saying, it's just like me asking, why don't we play cricket with one player on the field? How many players are required in cricket? You know?
11.
How many players are required in football?
Football,
11. How many players are required in hockey? 11. How many players to kill the mind that doesn't exist? 11. Maybe SIP gave us like that. Ashish.
Thank you, sir.
Shivoham AiR.
Shivoham.
There are these concepts of mercy, forgiveness, pardon. So if I have done a sin, do I get mercy from the Almighty? And does he pardon me and forgive me?
Yes.
I'm asking in context of karma. So if I do something wrong and then I ask for forgiveness, is it over?
No, it's not over. You have to pay the price.
Then what are these concepts?
Nothing.
I feel SIP is all merciful, isn't he?
If you feel SIP is merciful, then you will also do good karma, isn't it?
Correct.
If a person is going to go on shooting people and saying, I'm a terrorist, I'm a terrorist, I'm a terrorist, and he says, no, my God in heaven will save me, you think he will be saved? What do you think? I'm asking you the question.
He won't be, but if you've done something which probably not in consciousness, not realizing the consequences.
No, he's doing in consciousness. He's doing in consciousness. He consciously thinks that I'm killing people of other religions because my God is happy. You think God will say he will be given mercy?
No.
Then you know the answer. See, mercy and forgiveness, I'll explain to you. Now, are you paying attention to me? Please pay attention.
Yes.
You made a mistake. You created a bad karma. Now you go to God and you pray and you cry and you beg for forgiveness. What is that praying and crying and begging for forgiveness? What is that?
Atonement.
That is another good karma. If that good karma can minus your sin karma, which is negative, it can be forgiven. Are you understanding? Simple.
Does that happen?
Of course, if your atonement is sincere. If your atonement is fake, suppose today I slap you. In the night I say, Prabhu, मुझे माफ करो, मैंने आशीष को थप्पड़ मारा. Then Prabhu said, okay, माफ किया. Tomorrow I meet you, I give you 2 slaps. I go back to tell Prabhu, आज माफ करो, मैंने आशीष को 2 थप्पड़ मारा. Day after tomorrow I give you 3 slaps. What do you think? माफ होगी?
नहीं.
The law of karma and the governance of the divine is very, very intelligent. Don't underestimate it. Everything, Ashish, your own question, if you go into consciousness and ask, you will get the answer yourself. But your mind doesn't let you get the answer. So you get, that's why Zoom call is important. I hope you got the answer. You didn't get the answer.
I did, but there is nothing like a plus or a minus. Doing a lot of good for that person, will that help or not?
Of course, it is good karma. It will negate the bad karma. And if that person is dead and gone, you go and do it for the dogs on the street and the poor people in the ashram, still your karma will be negated. You will be wiped out.
But what about my karma with that person who's passed away?
You don't have any karma with that person. There is nothing like karma with that person. It's only your karma. There is wrong to think my karma with you is only my karma with you. If I slapped you, I got -5 points. Whether I don't have to settle it with you. Somebody else will give me 10 slaps. I will never come back to you. Suppose I meet somebody once in America in the flight and I kicked him. No, do I have to meet that fellow again to settle that karma? I'll never meet him again in my life. Somebody else will kick me.
Okay. So then the theory of karma is supreme, sort of.
Nothing can beat karma. Except karma, transcending karma. When you're free from karma, then all your karma is lost, is wiped out. Because you are not the one who's holding the karma. You're not the body, mind, ego. Karma is not yours anymore.
I'm on that path. Thank you.
Good. Thank you. Lawrence, Ruth Anu, Sudham, Rumataji.
Sivam, hello, Guruji. Yes, good day. Yeah, great. Well, as you were talking much earlier about, I think it was tea and how to, it came to me, okay, my question is basically, aren't we already, isn't the natural state for us to be in enlightenment already?
No.
And it's unnatural to be not enlightened, wouldn't you say?
No.
Okay,
No.
well then I'll give an example. Suppose you take a cup, you have your tea, and you have the cup. But the cup is worthless without the tea because you can't drink anything. And the tea without a cup, you can't drink it. So my reasoning then is that you could say enlightenment could be, if we consider that the mind is a phony, a bully, a coward, so we just sit, and it's not true, then you could say we sip with sip. Basically, we keep every present moment that we are alive in that consciousness.
No, there's no connection. There's no connection between the two questions that you're talking about. What you're saying,
matter.
the cup needs the tea needs the cup is a separate issue. I understand that. But you're saying it is natural for everybody to be enlightened. No, it is not natural for everybody to. It is a right. It is a birthright for everybody to be enlightened.
Because
but
we have we have these creation. Sorry to interrupt. We have these creation stories. For instance, you take Genesis. Obviously, it's a myth. It's a legend. But you have the first couple. Okay, but in that state before they experienced duality. That's what that tree of knowledge represents. They were part of the tree of life within this biblical context, right? So therefore, isn't it fair to say, because the Tao says this too, our original state was actually natural and pure and without blemish or duality. Isn't that? I think, yes. I happen to agree with it. Because, you know, you take the word, I love what she, you know, I come from a more Christian Zen perspective. I would combine them. But in any case, you know, she mentioned about atonement. I like that word, but actually, I would turn it around and say adone-ment. Our problem is as long as we think we're separate from the source, then of course we will be. But once that thinking stops.
That is the right thing. Now that last point you said is very good. That
good,
you
good.
only need
Gotcha.
atonement only when you separate. Otherwise, you don't need. Good, Lawrence.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, good.
Ruth Anu.
Ciao. Ciao.
Thank you. Ruth Anu.
You're welcome.
Ruth Anu, Sudham, Ruma Raji, Karan. Yes.
Shivoham Guruji.
Shivoham, Bolo.
Guruji, is it possible to be all the time in consciousness? That would be enlightenment?
Yes. But you can't be all the time in consciousness. That's not easy, na?
So
how to
we increase our time in consciousness?
By spending time in silence, by stilling the mind, by being in yoga, by trying to block the mind or these toxic thoughts, by filling your life with positive energy power, by being involved in different acts that keep you busy, filling your mukkamal tum hi ho, filling the bottle of your life. Don't keep, if the bottle of this life is empty like this, Ruth Anu, then now in this bottle, how much water? You see water up to here?
Yes.
What is the rest of the bottle?
Empty.
No, it's not empty.
Air is there.
Air is there. If I fill the bottle completely up to the top with water, then
it is full.
Can air enter? So fill your life. Fill your life completely. Fill me. Tell Prabhu, fill me means hai ye aastha mukammal tum hi ho jeevan mein mere aur kuch nahi ho. We are paupers. Pauper means we are prisoners of people, possessions and pleasures. We are paupers. And because of this people, pleasures, possessions, we are suffering. If you're in consciousness, you cannot suffer. If you're in consciousness and you are in Satya Chitta, then you are in Anand, Sat Chit Anand.
Guruji, one more thing I wanted to ask you. Our generation, our previous generations had lot of Sahin Shakti. But our generation does not have that much Sahin Shakti. So how do we increase that Sahin Shakti?
No, but that's not true, Ruth Anu. Don't think that, today also I was talking to a bunch of students from Sri Satya Sai University for Human Excellence. And they were telling me, what about this new age Gen Z and Gen AI and these new generations? See, generations may be different, the atmosphere may be different, but the Shahan Shakti doesn't change. In fact, as time passes, we become more and more intelligent. We can become more and more conscious. We have more and more wisdom and knowledge. So there's no reason why you should have less Shahan Shakti. Don't think like that. Sudhan,
and
one
more thing, Guruji. Guruji, I wanted to make 5 posters around my table. So one I have thought I'll put be in silence. The other I have thought be in yoga.
Yeah.
And what others I should put? 2 I have decided.
It depends on you. Who am I? If you want to put that. Satchit Anand, if you want to put that. Sip, I am Sip, Supreme Immortal Power, if you want to put that. I am not I, if you want to put that. I choose to be happy. You have to make a list of 10, then we will select 5. Send me a list of 10, then we will see. Sudham.
Okay. Thank
Sudham.
you.
Good idea to put 5 posters in your desk. Only somebody in the house should not give you one banging. Sudham.
Shivam Guruji.
Yes.
Guruji, actually, I think God is expressing on all the things like mountain, trees, animals, human beings. Everything is God. God is expressing through all these creatures. Does this tree? Are they identified with the trees? Mountains identified with the mountain or animals?
Your voice is very unclear. I can't hear. Please speak slowly. Your voice is getting very muffled. Please speak clearly and slowly.
Hello. I'm
Now clear. Please tell.
Okay. जैसे अभी ऐसा लगता है कि God is expressing through the mountain, through the trees, through the animals, through all the
God
things.
is manifesting. God is manifesting as the Jagat, this whole universe. Mountains,
Yes.
sea, rivers, clouds, skies, planets, sun, moon, stars, all are God appearing as all this. Correct. Continue.
Right. They are identified with the animals are identifying with them as animals or what are they? They have some identification
For whom?
like animals or tree. They are they have identity. They have a sense of identity.
Of course. Tree may have limited sense because tree is bound to the ground. But animal knows, right? An animal dog knows what it wants to eat, how it wants to bark. So animals, birds, fishes, they all have soul. They have life. They have got, but the mountain doesn't have soul. The ocean doesn't have soul. It has energy, but no soul. It is not born. It does not die. Some things have alive. They are animate and inanimate. Animate means alive. Alive has soul. Inanimate means they have only energy, no soul.
Okay.
Clear?
Okay, I'm getting little bit.
You want to come back? Come back if you have a doubt. Rumataji, if you want one more question, come back.
Thank you.
Rumataji, be clear in your questions so you have a clear answer.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Mataji.
Shivoham Guruji. Guruji, I am nobody to give any message, but I want to give one message to Nitai ji because he was telling he will wait for the retirement and then he will find time. I want to tell him he is not correct in that part. Now that retreat is there. After retirement, I would have come running, but I cannot come because husband can't travel. He is not feeling energetic to travel. So I want to tell him that one should not wait for retirement. Whatever we have to do now. Because I want to come, but can't come. है ना? तो ये वही बात है, कल करे सो आज कर, आज करे सो अब, पल में परले होएगी, बहुरी करेगा कब.
Okay, I think
So-
Nita is listening to you with her folded hands. So Nita, she's giving you her opinion that I always tell people this, Nita, what Rumataji is saying. You know, some people, they tell me, give me 2 years. After 2 years, I will come. Already for 2 years has become 4 years, 4 years has become 6 years. But if you don't come, you won't come. And then you will come back again and again and again. And you have to suffer again and again. So therefore, what Rumataji is saying is very important. But Rumataji, जिसको click हो जाता है उसको बोलने की जरूरत ही नहीं है फिर. वो click होना है. Nita is interested. Nita is asking. He is very keen. वो click होना है. इसे वो click कब होगा? Am I right, Nita? You are waiting for that click to happen. If the click happens, then automatically he will know how to do what to do. वो click होना easy.
गुरुजी उसने मीनाक्षी के लिए भी बोला था, आई थिंक पीपल डोंट माइंड माई सेइंग, क्योंकि अपना एक्सपीरियंस बता रही हूँ बस.
आप माताजी है. What are you telling? You are telling them from your experience that wish you could have a job, be much younger in joining this spirituality. अभी आपको मतलब because of bad health, because of family limitations, you can't attend retreat. You cannot commit more time to this subject. Time means you cannot travel or you cannot do. ठीक है, Murumataji, wherever you are, whatever you are, do your best. Correct?
Yes, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji.
Karan, Lawrence, actually Brijesh. Karan, Brijesh and Lawrence.
Shivam, sir.
Shivam.
Sir, you said intellect is more powerful than mind.
हाँ.
right?
Today I told in the Sri Satya Sai University. You were there? How
No,
did
no,
you
no.
come to know?
It's came to my mind.
Tell me. Yes. They were
Intellect is more powerful than mind.
absolutely.
Then how to activate intellect?
Intellect is more powerful than mind means intellect is more intelligent than the mind. Mind is fool. Mind makes us fool. But if the intellect can lock the mind and block the mind and chop the mind, then the intellect can command. What Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, the five senses are very powerful. More powerful than the five senses are the mind. More powerful than the mind is the intellect. And more powerful than the intellect is consciousness of Atma. Therefore, it is for us. We have to be the Atma. We have to be in consciousness. We have to be the intellect. If we let our mind make us blind, my dear Karan, we are gone for a toss. The biggest problem in this world, is mind. M-I-N-D. Misery, ignorance, negativity, and desire. The biggest problem in this world is mind.
Okay, sir, I got it.
So we have to transcend the mind. Brijesh and Lawrence.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam.
When we were speaking with the last 2-3 speakers before, you told that each soul is. I came to understand that each soul is unique. Is it? Each soul is having a. So that means each soul is having a unique ID. So
spark of unique life.
Okay. So
SOUL.
So that means that Prabhu, which we are depicting or which we are thinking, is made up of all these unique ID souls. Am I right?
What are you trying to get at?
No. I want to.
Please look at this. Please look at this.
Yeah.
What is this?
Balloon.
What color?
White.
What is this?
Is a balloon, blue color.
The air in this blue color and the air in this white color and blue color are same or they are separate?
The air is same. Air inside are same.
If I burst the blue balloon, will the white balloon also be burst?
No.
This is how this is the best way of understanding soul. Soul in you and soul in me are like these two balloons. Now I am removing the air. White air gone, blue air gone. Now can you give me separately white air and blue air? Can you give separately?
No.
Why not? I'll give 1 crore rupees.
Okay.
I'll give 10 crores.
It is not possible because.
But as long as air was in the white balloon, it was unique or not unique?
Yeah, unique. Acha, so the container was unique.
The container is having its own unique air. Like that, you are having your own unique soul. I am having my own unique soul. If the soul leaves you, the soul leaves me.
Okay. So after once we die, the content mixes with the larger content, and then so that content is not accountable for whatever he has experienced or he has done, and but separate karma is created. That I'm not able to understand the logic anyway.
Because you're in mind. Because you're in mind. Now come to consciousness, you will understand. If you're in mind state, you cannot understand.
You should find out some switch by which I can switch on and off, or some
because you are thinking. There are many people in this call who are looking at me, but their mind is somewhere else. There are many people on this call. It looks like they are looking at me, but they are not. They are looking at me, but their mind is looking somewhere else.
Yeah. Even it happens to me also. I agree with that. It happens to me also.
Very clearly, you are Brijesh, Zoom user, and Zoom is looking. Your name is given Zoom user. You are Brijesh. Your name is Brijesh. The Atma in you is the same Paramatma which is in me and you. You have got a body. You have got karma. One day body will die. You who is not enlightened. If you are not enlightened, you will carry karma, you will come back.
I don't want to come back, sir. Oh, it's very painful.
But you will come as Rajesh or Suresh or Ramesh. Huh? You will come back.
Or Razak. We don't know.
Who we don't know. Yesterday we told Mehta may come as Gupta, Gupta may come as Mehta. Yesterday already we told that.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah, I got your point. But this in this particular thing, that karma, I'm not able to. Can you have a? Can you try? Can you help me with that understanding of that karma? How when that entire that soul gets formed?
when you are doing good, will Lawrence get the reward?
No, he will not get.
Why he will not get?
He will also get the benefit.
For your reward, for your karma, he will, if you murder somebody, they will put Lawrence in jail.
But there are occasions that we have seen that there are people wrongly convicted. That's okay. That's all exceptions.
That is because of past karma, not because of wrongly convicted. Impossible.
Yeah. No. What is my question, Guruji? See, what I'm asking is, the content gets mixed with the greater content.
Which content? You're talking about the soul or talking about the body content?
Yeah, soul only, not body. I'm not talking about body. Body is
so Atma gets merged. Atma mixes with Paramatma. Continue. Air merges with the atmosphere. Continue.
Yeah. Because So now air merges with the atmosphere. Okay. Now where this karma gets how can you in a layman's language or in my can you explain in a different way?
When Brijesh is gone, the moment you are dead, you have got karma which is not settled. That much you understand? Good or bad? What you did today? What you did today, is it settled?
Yeah, they are already there. They are on the way. Suppose
what karma you have done today is not settled.
Okay.
Suppose you die today. Karma is pending?
Yeah, pending. Yeah.
The moment you are dead, you are gone. You're dead and gone. The next moment you are born in a new body. With the same karma, pending karma.
Okay. Yeah. So, but if we realize, then we won't that we merge the entire karma gets dissolved into air.
Yeah, because it's not your karma, because you are not Brijesh.
Yeah, that I point. Now, the only point where I'm not getting is that where that karma gets maybe I'm not able to put the correct question. Okay, anyway, I will contemplate on that.
Tomorrow evening, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, okay, now already 10. Now, so only one more question. I know, shall I ask only one line? This, you told Prabhu pass hai, we say. So, is that thing something like having ears and senses that he is sensing us?
You're not listening to the full song. Prabhu paas hai, dur nahi wo Prabhu paas hai, Atma hi Paramatma hai, dil ke andar uska nivas hai. Prabhu is inside you. You are Prabhu. You are not Brijesh. You are having wrong identity, wrong number.
Thank you.
Okay. Payal will put her hand up. Payal and Lawrence. Lawrence can speak first and then Payal. Yes, Lawrence, quickly and then Payal. Lawrence
very quickly. Round. Yeah, because you love singing songs. And of course, I thought of a song as a paraphrase. I am nothing. I am that nothing and nothing that I am. You know, it comes from a song,
very good.
You see. Yeah.
Very good.
So that's the sum of it. And by the way, with Ruma, absolutely, Kabir has a story. Yeah, that someone said, "Oh, I'll get initiation, but wait, I have to make sure my children are okay, grown up." And they said, "Oh, I'll have to take care of my grandchildren too." And then, poof, he's gone. What happened to that man who was seeking initiation? Oh my goodness, he died. So, and with respect to British, I'll reiterate, nobody dies. So that's all, folks.
You know it all. But when you start speaking, people here can go for a spin. Thank you, Lawrence. Thank you, Lawrence. Thank you, Payal. Good, very good, Payal. People can go like here. We go around the mulberry bush listening to Lawrence. Yes, Payal.
Hi, Guruji. Pranam. Sorry, I don't have a question. I just want to inquire about the spiritual retreat. Guruji, I want to know, will this call be on during those 3 days? And also, people who are not able to attend, can they get a sneak peek in what is exactly happening there?
No, the call will be there on those days, those 2-3 days, but people who are not in the retreat cannot cope with the retreat because it's not being telecast on Zoom or anything like that. But the call will be there.
Okay.
And so in the call, you can ask everybody in the retreat how they are feeling and what they are enjoying. You can ask everybody.
All right.
I
I'll
think,
be
if I'm not
looking
mistaken,
forward.
there are people even coming from Dubai where you are. I think Ritika is coming. I hope Ritika is coming, and there are people coming from all over India for the retreat, and we are all getting ready. Look forward to that. But for the moment, we'll see you tomorrow at 8 with folded hands. Bow down to you.